Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to this morning's Face Yoga. I'm Ross, if you've not met me before, and I'm calling in from Norfolk, sunny Norfolk. It's absolutely beautiful out here today. Really, really lovely. And someone's saying, I just said a moment ago, just before we went live, hope you've got your water and you need to keep hydrated while you're doing your face yoga. You might need coffee or a cup of tea or a Bucks Fizz. And I think a Bucks Fizz sounds like a really nice idea. Now, we need some face oil for later. And just while I'm talking, let's get going. We'll get onto our ears. And for those of you that are with me, have been with me before, you know exactly what you're doing. It's the meaty part of your thumb, just behind your ear. You hook the index finger and just start playing around with those lobes. Now, if you've got earrings in, you might need to take them out. My sister's actually got earrings up here. So yeah, she has to take hers out. So if any of you groovers have got earrings in, then you might need to take them out. If not, you can work around them. And I want you just to sort of start really playing with those ears. Okay. Is there anybody new in the room today? If there is, I think it's Graham's iPad. Don't know who it is. Okay. Go into the chat box. Can you see where the chat is down below? If you click in there, Sharon's new. Hi, Sharon. Right. Okay, great. This is really wonderful. So everybody else, I want you to all jump onto the chat box and welcome Sharon. We are a very, very friendly group here, and we're all going to be working together. Okay. So just getting those ears really warmed up. So for those of you who are new, you might be thinking, right, what are we doing? We're warming the ears up to get that blood flow going. So it's Anne. Hi, Anne. Lovely to meet you. So, Sharon's saying, Moira's saying, hi, Sharon, and welcome to the group. It's lovely. Thanks, Moira. Okay, everybody. So just keep going with those ears for a moment. Now, what we're going to do now is a bit of shoulder movement. So if you can, put your hands onto your shoulders. If you can't get there, don't worry. You can have them just by your side. But if you can have them on your shoulders, what I want you to do is start moving them back. Oh, Jude, thank you. It's a great class. Well, I love teaching it. We're just going round in a big circle. So what we're doing is we're just unlocking any tension that we might have in the backs of our shoulders and in our shoulders and on our neck as well. And we're going to start going backwards in a second. Well done. And just keep that breath going. Lovely. We'll go backwards now. Okay. Well done. So what we're going to do today, so those of you that know, you know what we're doing. We're going to really be pulling some silly faces. That's what we're going to be doing today. But really, really realistically, what we're doing is we're going to be strengthening our facial muscles. We're going to be releasing tension from those facial muscles. And also, lastly, we'll do a lovely massage and we will just feel really energized and nice and relaxed at the end. Let's get tapping. Now, if you're new here, you may not have done this before, but this is a lovely way just to kind of get the energy going in your face. So we're going to use every single ends of your fingers. Your little finger is going to go just where the number 11 lines in between your eyebrows are going to go. And the index finger is going to go right in your hairline. And the middle ones just kind of join in at the middle. Okay, so they're starting there. Now, what happens often is when we put our hands up, our shoulders go up. So let's actually push them all the way up to our ears and then let them flop down. We'll do that one more time. All the way up. And flop. Brilliant. And then let's start tapping. Okay. So what we're going to do is just very light taps. You don't need to be too gung-ho. But like I said, if you've not done this before, this might be quite a nice sensation. We're going to start moving out over that forehead, really beginning to unlock the tension. I can see some of you doing really well, all the way over onto your temples. In time, what happens, our temples they almost go in. So what we're doing here is we're kind of almost like getting that energy going. So we're puffing it all out. Okay, well done. Onto the bone, just at the top of your cheeks. And if you're sitting at a desk or at your dressing table or your kitchen table, you can lean and do this if you want to. So you can take all the pressure away from your shoulders. Start moving down your cheeks. And there's no real move, no real laws here. You can just move around on your cheeks all the way over. Well done. Now I'm right-handed, so I'm going to use my right hand and I'm going to go onto the top of my lip. Okay. Just breathing into this. Lovely. So we're just waking up the face, really, just so that we can get ready to do some real face yoga onto the chin. And I've realized recently that actually I'm holding a lot of tension in my chin. So this is somewhere that we need to focus a little bit sometimes. All right. Lovely. Then joining in with the other hand, and we'll start moving along that jawline all the way along to your ears. I'll turn to one side so you can see where I am. Okay. And then we're going to start moving down that neck. Now, you might want to do this and swap your hands around. So just do you, find out what is easier for you. I'm finding sometimes it's easier this way, sometimes it's easier this way, but there's a choice there, you see. Onto those shoulders, all the way across. And then one of my favorite parts is tapping onto that chest area. Well done. Another few seconds here. I'm just going to take a slurp of water because I'm thirsty and it's warm. Now, if you're new, you might feel actually that you're going to get quite warm doing this. So it's good. It's good to keep hydrated. And also, there might be some of you that will have a little yawn in a moment. Now, don't worry, it's fine. I'm not going to tell you off. I'm not going to go, oh, look at Jude having a yawn. No, Jude wasn't having a yawn. She wasn't, I promise you. But if you're yawning, it means that the oxygen is coming into your face. It means the blood flow is working. So I will applaud you because it means that you are working hard. So well done. Excellent. Right, let's do a lovely neck stretch. So just a quick word of warning. While I'm talking, let's get back onto those ears. So, quick word of warning on this one. It's a little bit of housekeeping, really. If you've got a bad neck, sore shoulders, you know, just a bit of tension around there. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking down with just our heads. Okay. So just don't stretch it too far. Go as far as you can. You'll get the benefit. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to interlace our fingers like this. Okay. We're then going to place those fingers onto the back of our head. I'll turn to one side so you can see the sort of angle. It's there. Okay. Make sure those shoulders are nice and relaxed and they're down. Well done. You can sort of almost wiggle them out. Just make those shoulder blades move. What we're going to do is we're going to take a lovely deep breath in through our nose, and on the out breath, we'll look down. Okay, so let's breathe in. Looking down. And while you're looking down, I want you to really press those shoulder blades down and away. Now, like I said, just go as far as you can. If it feels uncomfortable or you're feeling some, too much discomfort, then just come out of it slightly and then go back in. Don't force yourself. All right, holding it there. Another 3 short, deep breaths. 1, 2, and 3. And when you're ready, come back slowly to me. Well done. Well done. We'll do that one more time. And it's going to be quite interesting for those new people, if you've never done this before, to see actually how it feels the second time. Because often we're kind of quite tense on that first one. And the second one, it's almost like we've warmed up. So let's do that one again. So interlace those fingers. Well done. I can see you. I can see you. Well done. Place them onto the back of your head. Well done. Shoulders down. chest out. And if you've got your feet, make sure they're just nicely anchored on the floor. And let's take a deep breath in. So in through the nose, inhale. And exhale and looking down. Adjust your head. So it's the head that's going down. Now, with those hands, don't press down with them. You're just resting them on the back of your head. So you should feel a lovely stretch all the way down the back of your neck, into your shoulders and into those shoulder blades. Couple of breaths here. Make sure that you're breathing nicely. And when you're ready, come back slowly to me. Great. Well done. Okay, so again, those new people, we've got some resources in, we've got a downloadable sheet in the resources section on the Goldster website. So if you do any classes and us teachers have got something to share with you, you can find it there and download it. I know that some of you had already done it, and I'm going to say this, and it might make some of you smile, but it might make you go, oh. He always says this. The thing is, I can be with you every day if you want. It means that if you print me out, I can be there on the side of your computer telling you what to do every day. There's 3 lovely exercises, and I know that several of you have done it. And I do know that some of you do those exercises every day. I know who you are. I know who you are. I'm keeping dibs. Well done. So face yoga is like a real cumulative thing. You know, it's like going to the gym. You can't just do one exercise and think, oh, goodness, I'm going to get rid of all my lines. I'm going to get that lovely jawline. I'm going to get rid of those jowls. You do need to keep going with it. But what happens is in time, you'll start feeling the difference. And then after a while, you'll actually start noticing a bit of difference. So who has been doing face yoga with me from the beginning? Yeah, I've been here for over a year now. And I know that some of you have been here most weeks with me. And it'd be really interesting if you can share with the group, if you want to, just go into the chat box and just say, what differences have you either felt or seen or just kind of imagined? You know, is it more just to do with your well-being and how you feel about yourself? Or have you actually noticed that, you know, those frown lines, actually we'll work on those later, those frown lines, they're beginning to sort of melt away a little bit. So if anyone wants to share anything, you know where to go. It's just there, just on that little chat box there. All right, brilliant. All right, we're going to do a funny one that we did last week. We're going to say, wow. And what I want you to do is keep your eyebrows completely flat, your forehead completely flat. And all we're going to do is just move our mouth, but in a really, really exaggerated way. So let's get our hands. I'll read that in a second, Laurel. Put your hand onto your forehead. Now push in fairly firmly because we don't want that forehead going up and down. We're just literally going to say, wow, in a really exaggerated fashion. We're going to do it 3 times. So let's go. Wow, wow, wow. Little rest and we'll do it a couple more times. Wow, wow, wow. One more time. Wow, wow, wow. Excellent. Take your hand away. Now, what we're doing there is we're just getting that bottom part of our face really working. We've worked on our neck. We've worked on that bottom part of our face. Okay. So let's move on to our forehead. Now, why do we do forehead exercises? Well, for me, it's really important because I'm quite expressive. You can see that I smile a lot and I use my face quite a lot, which is really naughty as a face yogi because actually we're told to kind of, you know, relax our face and try not to move it too much because you will then not create lines. Well, I'm naughty. I do move my face and I like to move my face. So I have some fine lines going across here, but they used to be a lot deeper. And also, I used to get tension headaches, but you know, looking at the computer when I worked in an office, I used to get headaches from behind my eyes. When I started face yoga and I was massaging and doing some work along the top of my head, then I'm just going to start tapping a little bit while we're talking. So let's get on to our tapping. So for those of you that are new, you can either move your shoulders, you can get onto your ears, or just do some tapping while I'm doing this. If you've been with me before, you know what I'm like. I can see some of you new ones laughing at me. We'll get to know each other soon. You thought this was going to be a really serious session, didn't you? Oh, it is serious. It's very serious, but we also do have fun as well. Okay, so where was I? Let's get on to the forehead. That's right. We'll do a lovely exercise to release tension from the forehead. So let's start with just another little tiny bit of tapping because it just really kind of wakes that up. Make sure those shoulders are down. We're just going to move across the forehead. And for those of you that have not done this before, this again, the second time of tapping, it will feel slightly different. Okay, right, let's do a lovely exercise. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift up the top of the head and then we're going to look down with just our eyes. Now, to get into position, we need to create two C's with our hands. And we're going to use the inside of our index fingers as our guide. And we're going to place them onto our eyebrows, like so. Okay. So the index fingers are meeting in the middle and you need to press in quite firmly. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to just scoop up that skin. So the eyebrows are raising and we're going up towards our hairline. And we're going to create like an Alice band on the top of our head. So you can see that I've actually created a bit of a lift in the top of my head. So this in itself is a really good exercise, a lovely massage, just to kind of lift everything up. Okay. Shoulders down, chest out. And with just your eyes, I want you to look down at the floor. So let's go nice and slowly. Okay. And we're going to hold it there for 10 seconds. I'll keep talking. If you're finding it too uncomfortable, then just come out of the pose and you can either start again or have a rest. But what's happening here is we're working against the muscle. So we're not only toning it, but we're actually releasing that muscle as well. Okay, holding it there. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Look back at me. And then I want you just to smooth those hands away. So we're lifting away always. Okay. And I always feel that when I've been up here, I feel like my shoulders are a little bit tight. So you might want to just move those around a bit. No rules here. You can go back to the one that we were doing a moment ago, nice and slowly. Just do it nice and slowly. Or you can just sort of, ease everything out. If you want to, hands in the air. Hands in the air like you just don't care. There we go. Lovely. Well done. You see, Moira is doing this. That's rather nice. That's going from side to side. And you see, again, that always reminds me. I always forget this. If you're sitting down, let's move from our hips and we're going to move all the way over. So our bottom is sitting still and we're going to move in a circular fashion, all the way nice and slowly, really unlocking that hip area. I love that. I could just feel a click. Who else felt a click? We're going to go the other way. Oh, you've been joined by somebody I can see. We've got a man in the house, I think. Excellent. Welcome, welcome. Okay, great. So we're getting all nice and moving and getting that energy flowing. Okay, let's get on to those eyes. So we're going to start with a little bit of a pincer movement, all right? What we're going to do is we're literally going to pinch along our eyebrows. So join me, and what we're going to do is we're going to like just little pinches, but we need to really kind of get in and under. So it's not just pinching the skin. We're going to start on the inside corner of our eyebrows. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 5. 5. Moving into the center of our eyebrows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, middle finger just onto the end of the eyebrow and just push in very gently. This is an acupressure push. So we're just going to release any toxins and any energy from that area. And if you want to, you can lean into this. So if you're at a desk or your kitchen table, that's great. If you're sitting on the sofa, like some of you are, you might want to put a pillow or a cushion on your lap, and then you can lean on the cushion. So that's another idea, or you can just lean onto your knees. Well done. All right, and then just let's do tiny little circles, tiny, 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 just waking up this area. Well done. Breathing into it. Excellent. Another couple of seconds. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move into the innermost corner of our eyes, and we'll do a similar thing there, an acupressure push. And I think what we'll do is we'll close our eyes down and just take a moment. Okay, so thumbs at the ready, and they're going to go right into that corner. Okay. If you've got very long nails, you might need to sort of play around with how you do this, but they're going to go right into that corner. And I want you to push in and then up very gently. Now, you may feel, and again, you might want to lean into this. So you might want to just sort of lean forward just to take away any pressure from your shoulders. But what I want you to do is really kind of feel the discomfort. And it's kind of strange. One side might be more uncomfortable than the other. And that's absolutely fine. Don't think that that's odd. That's completely normal. In fact, I can feel that my right hand side is a bit more uncomfortable than my left. So I'm just going to take the pressure away from that side slightly and then go back in again. If you want to close your eyes down, okay, we'll stay here for another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And slowly just start moving underneath. We're going towards the temples, underneath those eyebrows, just gently moving across, really stroking out the tops of our eyes. Well done. And blink it out. Okay. Let's do the exercise with our eyes where we're looking up and across and down and to the left. So we want our eyebrows and our foreheads to stay completely passive. So we're going to put our hand on our forehead again. Now, if you need to, you can lean with your left, say you're using a right hand, you can lean with your left hand and then support your elbow if you need to. And you might get to a point where you might not need to put your hand up there. But the idea is to hold that so that your eyebrows don't raise up. So what we're going to do is I want you to look up as far as you can go. Up, looking up to the ceiling. So the eyebrows are staying static. Now I want you to look like it's at 3 o'clock. So over to the right-hand side, as far as you can go. Now, what about 6 o'clock? All the way down. Try not to frown. Holding there a couple of seconds. And then 9 o'clock. So over to the left. Well done. Last one, up to the ceiling. And then back to me. We're going to go the other way around. Okay, so up to the ceiling again. And then over to the left. So 9 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Over to the right, 3 o'clock. Keep breathing. And up to the top again. And when you're ready, look back at me and just release that hand. And again, my hand's been up. So if you weren't supporting, you might need to just kind of shake that out slightly. Well done. Okay, how's everyone getting on? Excellent. Well done. I love Moira. Moira does this. She goes right up to the screen and we get a massive thumbs up like that. I love it. It's fabulous. Right, I think we need to all do a big thumbs up. So if you're near your screen, I want a thumbs up to the screen, to the camera. Woo-hoo! Brilliant. Well done. Excellent. Right. That's actually that's a face yoga move. It must be. It must be. In fact, actually, let's do it. Right. So thumbs out as far as they can go. And I want you to raise the hand up slightly and I want you to lift your eyes, but the eyes are going up on their own. Now, you might want to hold your hand on your forehead so that the eyebrows don't go up and then they're going down. So it's going down, down, down. The eyes are going down. And we're going to move it over to the right-hand side. So out, sort of out, out, out. So this is also really giving your shoulder a nice stretch. And then we're going to go over to the front and then over to the left. Well done. So that's exactly what we were doing a moment ago without the thumbs, but you can use that, and then you could maybe use your other thumb as well, so that you're giving your shoulders a nice bit of exercise as well. Okay, eyes. Let's do some other another eye exercise. So this one, we're going to be fluttering the eyelashes. And what we're going to do is we're going to literally hold. So it's basically on the top of your cheek where the cheekbone is. We need to just hold, but very, very gently. So it's almost like an anchor. And again, you can lean into this. So if you are at your kitchen table or a desk or wherever you are, or if you want to lean on into yourself, I'll just stand up to show you. You can sort of push your elbows together and kind of lean into your body. Okay. So eyes are being supported underneath. Now, what I want you to do is widen those eyes as far as they'll go without pushing those eyebrows up. And then I want you to look up again without pushing your eyebrows up. Don't worry if you feel that this is really awkward, you will get there in the end. And now, what I want you to do, you might need to look at me for a second. I want you to do this flutter. So your eyelids are fluttering. So it's little tiny blinking, 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 blinking. Right. So join in with me. We're going to do this for about 10 seconds. So let's go. 7, 5. Keep breathing. Shoulders down. Keep fluttering. 3, 2. Nearly there. And 1. Oh, look back at the screen and take your hands away. Oh, well done. Now you might think, let's just go back onto our ears for a moment. I always say this when I do eye exercises, I always feel like I'm going to have a good look. I always feel like my eyes go a bit red. They feel like they go a bit puffy. They feel and look like they're a bit tired. Don't worry. That tiredness and that feeling goes away very quickly. It's much more to do with the energy and the fact that we're actually moving the eyes. So what we were doing there is really kind of working the muscle all the way around the side, the core, the side of the eyes and underneath as well. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Okay, so getting ready. We're going to place our fingers like as an anchor, really. Okay, widen those eyes. Looking up gently. And then start fluttering. So let's just keep breathing. Well done. So flutter, 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 flutter. And you may feel that little fluttering feeling on your fingers. So that is the muscle working. So keep going. Another 5 seconds. 4, keep breathing. 3, shoulders down. 1, last second. And relax, looking back at me and slowly move away. Well done. Well done. Now, normally in face yoga, we would let's go back onto those ears or do some tapping over your face. And actually, really good maybe around the eyes because we've just been working around the eyes, making sure that you avoid that very, very sensitive piece of skin there. You know that. Okay, well done. A little bit of more tapping. Okay, we're going to move down into the cheek area. Now, I've recently been doing this cheek release, and I think it's really good. I really like it, and I think it's really great for any if we're holding any tension in this area, and we do. So, to get into the position, what we need to do is we need to use our whole hand, and it's basically we're putting our hands over our cheeks, and then I'll turn to one side, and then what we do is we lift the cheeks away. So it's like we lift them up at a 45-degree angle, sort of towards the top of our ears. Okay. So the key there, so you can lean into this again if you want to, but you lift up and away. Now, what I don't want to see is this. No, 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 no. And I don't want to see that. No, 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 don't drag, don't drag. Just lift. It's a nice lift. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is just kiss. So big pout. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So big kiss, pushing your lips out. Well done, everyone. Those of you that I can see, that's great. Now I want you to push your lips over to the right-hand side. Well done. Now, what's happening here is the left hand cheek is having a lovely stretch. So hold it there for three. Center. Let's move it over to the left hand side. Well done. Really see if you can get a nice round. And then, ooh. Okay, well done. Holding it there for three, two, one, and release. Well done. We'll do that one more time just to really feel the benefit there. And then we'll do a lovely cheek exercise. Okay, so hands at the ready. So again, this is just such a lovely exercise to do because we're touching our face. We're really giving ourselves a little bit of self-care. So lifting up towards the tops of our ears. Push those lips out into a big pout. You've seen someone you really like over there, and you're giving them a little kiss. Mm-mm-mm. Well done. Pushing those lips over to the right-hand side. Oh, that's lovely. And feeling that beautiful stretch all the way down the left hand cheek. Okay, come to center, and then over to the left hand side. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Holding it there for three, two, one, and slowly release. Well done. Okay, we're going to release some tension from around the mouth now. So we need to put our tongue into our right cheek. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move that tongue very slowly all the way around our mouth in front of our teeth. So let's go. You can follow me. I can't talk and do this at the same time. Nice and slowly. Now, if you get to a point, follow my finger. If you get to a point where it feels a little bit awkward or a bit uncomfortable, you can use your tongue just to go backwards and forwards over that area. All the way over. Takes about 10 seconds for the whole trip. There, back to the side. We're going to go the other direction. So going up now. Nice and slowly. My area is always here. Mm. All the way down. Well done. Now, if you're like me and you're at your computer quite a lot, or if you're looking at your phone, you can easily do a face yoga exercise just, while you're reading an email, or even just when you're boiling the kettle. You could just do the mouth one. If no one's looking, it's not too bad, is it? You could just do a quick exercise and feel, oh, okay, well, I've done something today. That's great. I quite often actually, when I'm driving, if I'm driving towards some traffic lights and I can see that they're going to change, then I think, okay, I've got about 10 seconds. That's good. Right. I'm going to do a or I'm going to go onto my ears. Now, someone's actually just said in the chat box, they must have come in late or just joined us. Why are we rubbing our ears? We're rubbing our ears because we're bringing the blood flow into the ears, and in turn, that blood flow is going to rush into your face. And what's going to happen there? The blood will feed the muscles, which in turn will make your skin glow. And it's just this amazing thing. And that's when you might start yawning as well, because the oxygen that's in the blood might make you feel like you're a little bit sleepy, but you're not. You're not sleepy at all. It's just bringing it in. Hopefully, you're feeling a little bit energized, but also nice and relaxed as well. Right. So let's just go back. Keep going there. I want to just go back and have a quick look at these messages. Laura said, I used to get earache in my right ear, but that's stopped now. That's great because actually, with any kind of actually, let's do the jaw exercise. I love this one. This is a really, really good massage. So we need to find it's called the masseter muscle. So it's a chewing muscle, and we'll find it, locate it in between the top and the bottom jaw. So if you find it awkward or can't find it, just place your two fingers where you think it might be, and then just gently clench your back teeth against each other, and you'll feel it really enliven. Then relax your jaw. So you need your jaw very slightly open, like that. And then you can start massaging nice and slowly, really nice and slowly. Now, this is such a good technique if you maybe are someone that sleeps on one side always. You may have tension on that side. Or maybe you might chew your food on one side. It's really good to try and kind of move that. And also the sleeping position, if you can, difficult, I know. If you can sleep on your back, then that's the best way. You can have pillows either side of you to support. It just means then you're nice and relaxed. Um, you may clench your jaw at night. You might do it while you're it might be even that you're waking up in the morning and actually you're feeling tense. So this is a really good thing just to do first thing in the morning. So someone's saying that their peripheral vision has improved. That is an amazing thing. Thank you for sharing that. Is that through doing our exercises? I've worked with people who have said that their eyesight has felt like it has got better in time. So that's a great thing to know. That was a yes. So that's fantastic. Good. There are so many benefits to face yoga, and it might not be completely obvious at the beginning. Um, if it just relaxes you and just actually takes you out of your daily routine just for a moment. I mean, we're doing a lot of work today. We're working for an hour, but you only need to do like 2, 3 minutes every day, and then you're actually going to be doing something. Okay, well done everyone for just keeping going here. Now you know what this feels like now. So if you're watching television and you suddenly think, okay, the adverts are on, why don't we just do a little? So the couple that are sitting on the sofa, newbies, you can remind each other, can't you? Right, let's do the jaw, or let's do the ears, or let's just do something. So just do one thing a day. I promise you, you'll start to really feel better. Okay. So let's go on to these pesky little things. So these are called nasal labial folds. Try saying that when you're tired. Naso-labial folds. Okay. And sometimes they're deeper than others. Mine, I've always had quite deep nasolabial folds. And if I didn't do face yoga, they'd be very deep and they'd also creep down here as well. So we can keep those slightly at bay by doing this exercise. Now, I have to show you first of all, because now just do your ears or do your shoulders or do some tapping. Because what we have to do is we have to actually cover our ears. So don't do this for a second because you need to follow me. But what we need to do is need to cover our ears, holding on quite tight. So you're pushing in, and then we're going to lift up. So we're going to lift up. Can you see what's happened? I'm relaxed now, lifting up. We've taken away those nasal labial folds. And what we're going to do is we're then going to wrap both sets of teeth like so. And then we're going to smile from our mouth corners. So there's a lot going on here. So let's do that all together. But you can follow me because you'll be covering up your ears. So you know what we're doing. So covering up your ears, lifting, wrap your teeth, shoulders down, and smile. Take your hands away. How did that feel? Lovely. Well done. Well done. I don't think we've done that one before. Now, if you found that it was too, you weren't getting enough traction there, you can bring your hands slightly further forward. So maybe we'll do that again, and we'll place our hands slightly in front, and we can see which one feels better. Okay. So it's a bit like doing an aerobics class. You can decide which one feels better for you. Okay, so let's this time put our hands. So thumbs are going gently behind our ears, and the hands are just gently resting on the sides of your face. And again, this just feels so nice. It just feels like we're giving ourselves a little bit of self-care. Now we're going up at that 45-degree angle. So it's towards the tops of your ears. So lifting up. Well done. And you're getting that nice stretch. Now, I just saw in the screen there, you can see I don't want to create those lines. We just want to kind of just get a nice lift. Okay. Now, bringing your wrapping both sets of teeth, and then smile from your mouth corners. And you're holding it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your lips and just literally peel your hands away. Now, I'm going to take a quick sip of water because I'm getting quite warm. How's everyone feeling? Are you feeling warm? I hope you are. Yeah, I just saw Jude. Yeah, yeah. You're warm, Jude. Lovely. Keep hydrated, everyone. Okay, so the key with that one is keeping that mouth up. I'm going to go back onto my ears. Keeping that mouth up is really kind of keeping this muscle in line and really kind of focusing on moving everything away. Okay. So if that is one of your bugbears and you feel like you want to really kind of help that, then you can do that every day. Do them 3 times in total, and you'll start feeling and then seeing the difference. So, how did that feel? Because one time we did it on our ears, and the second time we did it in front of our ears. So just have a play around with that. Maybe after class. In fact, should we do it one? Let's just do it one more time. We'll just do one. We will only hold it for a few seconds. So hands on the ears this time. Lift up. Wrap. Shoulders down. 2, 1. Okay. Let's just go straight into the other one. So this is the second option. Lifting up. This is better because you can hear me. Wrap your teeth. And smile. Smile from your mouth corners and a big smile going up. Holding it there for 3, 2, 1. And slowly release. You just lift away. Now, there's no difference to either of the placements, but I was just thinking, I wondered whether that might feel different. Second option better, Stephanie's saying. Strangely, I think it might be. But I know that all of my colleagues and my other teachers, they do it over the ears. So anyway, you do what feels better to you. I feel that I'm getting more traction. I'm holding on better, slightly in front of the ears. So that's good. Okay. Well done, everybody. All right. We've got about a quarter of an hour left. So we're going to do a bit of, I prefer in front. It also pulled my chin. That's interesting. Well, we do hold a lot of tension in our chin. Okay, so let's just do one last exercise before we get into a nice, relaxing massage. So make sure that you've got your, Jude said both feel fine. So that's great, Jude. I like that. So you can play around with that, can't you? Make sure you've got your oil to hand. If you need to go and get that. So Pam has said the second one is better because of her hearing aid. You know what? I knew there was a reason why we were changing that up. Absolutely right. So if something's in the way, whether it might be earrings or whether it's a hearing aid, whatever it is, you can kind of move your hands to wherever you feel might be better. Well done. Thank you very much for sharing that, Pam. Okay, so let's just do a lovely stretch for the front of our neck. So some of us may, including me, have a bit of a turkey neck going on. Now, if you're feeling like you've put on a little bit of weight, it can just sit there. But there are ways that we can start to get rid of that. Now, we're going to strengthen that muscle underneath there. And it's a really big muscle. The platysma muscle comes all the way down here. So it's really big. All right. We are going to be looking, I'm going to turn to one side. We are going to be looking all the way up to the ceiling. So just be very aware of that if you do have a sore neck or you have sore shoulders. You can go as far as you can. Just go as far as you can and you'll still get the benefit. Okay, so with this one, I want you to anchor yourself. So make yourself really comfortable, shoulders down, chest out, and make sure that your feet are nicely anchored on the floor. I want you to bring your bottom lip over your top lip. Now, so for those of you new with me, there are some not very pretty faces, are there? We look really sad now. Okay, hold that there. And what we're going to do is literally just lift our head up towards the ceiling. Now, if you feel that your eyebrows have lifted up, then you can place your hand onto your forehead and just make sure that that forehead and the eyebrows haven't raised up. Well done. Now you should be feeling a beautiful stretch all the way down the front of your neck. And I want you just to breathe into that. Make sure that your shoulders are down. And for 3, 2, 1, relax your mouth and just come back to me very slowly. Well done. So you should have felt a lovely stretch all the way down. Did everyone feel that? Brilliant. I think we've got to trend this, haven't we? This is great. Well done. Okay, let's do that one more time. And really think about keeping those shoulders down and making sure that the eyebrows, Moira said that was good. It is really good. It's very powerful, this one, because the muscle is so strong. And I'm not rushing into the second one. You can probably tell I'm talking, because it's such a strong exercise. So we've done a lot today. We really have. So well done, everybody. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Nice and relaxed. Shoulders down, chest out, feet anchored on the floor, and bring that bottom lip over your top lip. Head feels lifted, Megley says. That's lovely. Yeah. And if you need to, you can place your hand onto your forehead. We want those eyebrows to stay passive. And then just tilt your head back and look up towards the ceiling, feeling that beautiful stretch all the way down the front of your neck. Holding it there. Really breathe into it. Push those shoulder blades down. Really relax. And just feel that beautiful stretch. Well done. Holding it there for 3, 2, 1. Release your lips and come back to me slowly. Well done. Okay, I think this is a good time just to reach for that oil. I'm going to have a glug of water. I'm getting warm here. It's lovely. The sun's out. Summer is still here. So tell me, while you're getting that oil on, actually, it's probably not a good idea because you're going to get all oily. I was going to say, tell me what other classes are you doing for the rest of the day? I did a gratitude class with Anna. I can't remember when that was. I think it was last Friday. It was in the morning. And it was just a really lovely way to kind of just wake up. It was quite early in the morning. Um, we've got some amazing teachers on here. Now, has anyone found out about the class? We've got a master class going on Saturday week. Not Saturday, it's on Sunday week. It's in the afternoon. I think it's from 2:30. And it's with we're calling it the Glow Up Masterclass. And I'm going to be on board. So I'm going to be doing some massage, actually, some lovely massage techniques. We've got a trichologist, so there's somebody talking about our hair and our follicles. We've also, so the oil that I'm using today is by a company called the Organic Pharmacy. And the CEO of the Organic Pharmacy is going to be talking. Who else is going to be? There's a nutritionist as well. Anyway, it's a free event. It's on Sunday, the 24th of September. You can sign on via the Goldster website, bring your friends, get everybody on board. I think it's going to be a really lovely um, and of course, the lovely Lee Pycroft is going to be hosting it. So Lee, my lovely friend, who is she used to be a makeup artist, but is now a psychologist, and so she's been going to be heading it up and introducing everybody. It's going to be a really lovely event. So that's yeah, Sunday week. Look what I'm doing. I always do this. Make sure that you don't waste your oil. Put some onto your elbows. Brilliant. So um okay, I'll answer that in a second. Let's get on with a bit of massage. So this is one of my favorites. We're going to massage the chin. Do you remember I said earlier that I'm really feeling that I'm actually feeling a bit of tension there? So if you know this exercise, get straight in. If you're new here, what I want you to do is use the meaty part of your thumbs and place them underneath the chin. So we're going to be using those as an anchor. We then hook our index fingers, so they're like that, and then you can place the index fingers onto the chin. Can you see my sister's cat coming down the stairs? Hi, Smudgy. Hi, Smudgy. So what time is it on Sunday? I think it begins, Andrea, at 2:30, but I do know all the details. And then you go in a figure of eight. Okay. Smudgy is coming to see me. Lovely. Animals are very receptive to yoga and exercise because we're kind of emitting, kind of good pheromones, good energy. Yeah, it's looking very peaceful. Okay, so we're just going to massage that. So the thumbs kind of, they don't move really. They might slide slightly, but we just move them around. And what you need to do is keep that jaw very slightly open so that it's not tense. Okay, well done. And you can do this for as long as you like, but just make sure that you've got enough slip on your skin. Okay, well done. Right, we're going to work along the jawline now. So create two fists, and we're going to use the index and the middle knuckles, and we're going to place them just where we were working a moment ago. So the index finger is underneath, and the middle one is on top. Shoulders down, they're meeting in the middle, and we're just going to slide gently, mouth slightly open, jaw slightly open, so you're nice and relaxed, all the way up to your ears. Let's do that 6 times. So go. Just feel the relaxation. 3, 4. Really good for moving any lymph, any toxins. Last one. Well done. Now we're going to just work along that nasal-labial fold line and then underneath. But first of all, we're just going to use our middle fingers, place them just into that indentation by your nostrils, press in. And it's kind of like sort of medium pressure. You don't want to go in too hard, but don't go in too soft either. This is another acupressure push. And this is great if you suffer from hay fever or if you've got maybe a summer cold at the moment. Or it's just really great for releasing tension from around this area. It always makes me just have a little bit of a sniff. It just sort of opens up your airways. And the muscle there, if you're pressing in and it feels quite firm, It's because it's really tight along here. So it's going to release that nasal labial fold as well. So let's just do very gentle circles, gentle, gentle, very tiny. I can feel that I've got some pressure in there. So I'm going nice and gently. And the good thing is that when you're working on your own face, you can tell yourself how you want to go. Just go nice and slowly. Well done. Have a couple of seconds here. Well done. Okay, you might see there's a bit of redness there. That's a good thing. The blood flows come in. Right, let's do a nice massage on that nasal labial fold and underneath the cheekbone. So we're going to use our right thumb, the meaty part of our right thumb, and we're going to place it onto the left nostril, just where we were pressing in. Now, you might want to just sort of turn your head to the right. So if we're using the right thumb, left nostril, you can turn your head gently to the right. And we're going to go under, all the way down, and then under the bone and up to the top of the ear. So it's a smoothing and sculpting sensation. So let's do that 4 times. So 1 and up. Smooth and sculpt. Gently keeping those mouths open. Smooth and sculpt. Smooth and sculpt. Let's move to the other hand, other side. So releasing. Turn your head to the left slightly. We're going to use the left thumb, and we're going to place that by the right nostril this time. So smooth and sculpt. Smooth and sculpt. 3, keep breathing and sculpt. Jaw slightly open and sculpt. Well done. Let's do a tiny bit of tapping just underneath those eyes. So we're going to use the ring finger and we're going to start just underneath where the eyebrows would be, and we're on the bone. So just tapping very gently. Really, really gently. And moving out towards the outer corners of your eyes. You can see where we're going. Well done. And then onto the temples. Back to the center. We'll do that one more time. Well done. We're finishing up very soon. Well done, everybody, for being here. We're going to go into the center of our eyebrows. If you know this exercise, just get straight on. But what we do is just a gentle scissor, very light in the touch, just really moving that muscle, just getting everything nice and working, nice and slowly. Well done. Just have a gentle smile from your mouth corners. Nice and relaxed. Shoulders down and breathing. And when you're ready, I want you to rub your hands really, really firmly together. Feel that heat. Get them going really firm. And what we're going to do is we're going to close our eyes down and use the meaty part of our palms just to cover our eyes totally. So we'll be in complete darkness. Okay, let's go. So shut your eyes, nice and relaxed. Lean into those palms. So you're in complete darkness. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple of deep restorative breaths. So inhale through your nose. Inhale. Hold at the top. And exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Hold at the top. And exhale. And when you're ready, just come back to me. Well done, everybody. Well done. I hope you're feeling Smudge just came to say hi. Just went past my leg. Oh, that was lovely, Smudge. Thank you. I hope you're feeling nice and energized, but also relaxed as well. I'm going to stop the recording now. I will see you very soon.